A crowded subway, a ticking bag left behind, and one man who notices what everyone else misses. That's Peter Sutherland, an FBI agent whose instincts don't wait for orders. He spots the suspicious backpack and calls it in, evacuates the train. But when he tries to defuse the bomb, it explodes anyway. He saves lives, but the media calls him a terrorist. The bombing is still unsolved, but Peter, he's been quietly reassigned. Now he works in the basement of the White House, a concrete room, a blinking red phone, and silence until that phone rings. Because Peter's job isn't to investigate, it's to wait for one call from one agent. Somewhere in the suburbs, a young tech CEO is living in hiding. That's Rose Larkin. She lost her company, lost her reputation. Now she's crashing at her aunt and uncle's quiet home. But that peace shatters in a single night. Masked assassins break in, shots fired, her aunt and uncle both gunned down. But before they die, they leave her with a message. Call the number. No police, no ambulance, just the number. That red phone finally rings. Peter answers, and Rose's voice is shaking on the other end. She said, "I think they were spies, and I think I'm next." Peter knows protocol. He alerts the White House. His handler? Diane Farr, chief of staff. She tells him to protect the girl. Because if what Rose is saying is true, this isn't just a murder. It's something deeper and deadlier. Rose reveals what she knows. Her aunt and uncle weren't ordinary people. They had a secret phone, encrypted notes, and they told her to protect the list. Peter doesn't know what list, but Rose remembers two names whispered before death, Osprey and the Campbells. Who or what are they? Peter is trained to follow orders, but something feels off. Why is the chief of staff suddenly so interested? Why did the phone line they called from get wiped clean within minutes? And why does Rose claim her aunt told her not to trust the FBI? Before they can piece it together, the assassins return. This time they're faster, smarter. Peter and Rose barely escape, racing into the night, gunfire behind them, questions racing ahead. They don't know who to trust. The FBI, the White House, each other. Meanwhile, we see a shadowy man monitoring everything. He watches the agents, he watches Peter, and he makes a call of his own. Activate them. Both targets are still alive. Peter was trained to protect the country, but now he's guarding a stranger from enemies he can't see, following orders he doesn't trust, in a game he never agreed to play. And somewhere in the dark, the real traitor watches. Because the question isn't who planted the bomb, it's who inside the White House wants it all buried. And that was just the beginning. If you want to see what happens next, when the secrets get darker and the betrayals get closer to the Oval Office, hit subscribe and I'll meet you in next episode.